Hi YouTube, I wanted to give everybody an update on how everything is going. As you can see, my herbs have really perked up. Everything is, I guess because we're having a lot more sun and everything, and I'm making sure that I water to get them coming up. My cilantro keeps going to seed, so I think it's just too hot for it. My basil is also trying to go to seed, and I keep picking off the flowers, trying to encourage it not to, but I think I'm going to end up having that one go to seed. My lemongrass is doing quite well. I saw on Donna on YouTube where she roots hers, and that's how she keeps having lemongrass every day, so I'm going to do that. My Thai basil and my pineapple mint. And let's walk over here. My potatoes have set flowers, which I thought was early, but I guess maybe that's normal. I don't know. And when I moved it to the location, they seemed to set flowers early. I'm not sure what happened here. I'm not sure if perhaps not enough water, too hot. I'm just not sure. And that one did the same thing. You see there, you see all of this. So I'm not sure, but we'll see in a couple of weeks. I may end up pulling these. And then you'll see here how the sweet potatoes have come up. See how big those are? That's a little one, but it's still pretty good. And that, of course, is a weed. Okay, let's go into the big garden. Okay, here are my lettuces. My mashi doesn't seem to want to come up. I'm just not sure if that's just not a sunny location and it's just not going to work. If you'll see in the other videos, this lettuce was pretty small, and look at it. I sprayed everything with some BT, and I think that helped prevent all the caterpillars and stuff from eating it. This one here is really perked up here. I planted some more black-seeded Simpson there as seeds. I didn't do the tape, and you can see here that it's coming up. It's not a lot, but it's coming up. And then this lettuce here has gotten pretty big. I'm going to start doing some little cuttings for salad. So there. And this lettuce has come up. And look at my radishes. They've gotten huge compared to what they were before. Okay, this is my onion bed. And remember I was telling y'all that they all want to flower. Some of them, every time I use them, sometimes they're really hard where you can't eat them. So I'm thinking it's time to pull the ones that have set flower. I don't think they're going to be edible anymore, but we'll see. And my garlic, it's gotten big. Strawberries, I think I'm not going to do strawberries again. I never usually get anything. So tarragon. As you can see, I pulled all that spinach. I also pulled the Brussels sprouts, because I found out they're more of a cold hardy plant. So I pulled them and I replaced it with one of my tomato plants that I still had not planted yet. And that is a black cherry. You'll also notice that I planted a little bit of flowers in there because I'm thinking maybe that'll help bring more bees to the garden. These are the last 4 tomato plants that need to be planted. And I'm thinking I'm going to plant them out there with the other tomatoes. I'm just not sure. Most of the tomato plants have flowers, so that's good. And some even have fruit. As you can see right there. But this one here, over here, has the most of them all. And I guess it's because it's a cherry tomato. And you can see it has a lot of fruit in there. Up there, right up in here, and then all up in there. But like I said, most of every plant has flowers in it. That one has tomatoes in it too. That is the pear tomato. My rosemary, my other tomato plants. And look how well the peas are doing. They're already trying to catch on, so I'm going to use some stretchy tape to try to get them to gravitate even more. Green beans, they've gotten pretty big. I haven't seen the tendrils yet, and I can't remember if these have tendrils or not to pull it up the trellis. I'm not sure. My cucumber bed is pretty sad, but at least it's getting something. At least they're developing their tendrils. As you can see, they're going to start vining up pretty soon. A lot of the cucumbers that I had planted from seed, I don't know if they're going to make it. They're looking kind of sad. This one here pretty much died. That was an Armenian, and I think they're going to die. But they're all starting to try to develop their the tendrils to pull up. And that is a squash plant. I'm not sure if I'm going to move that to a bucket or not, but it's doing well. It's growing pretty fast. It was a seed that I had planted. I came out here one day and it was sitting on top of the soil, but it had a little bit of green growth, so I pushed it down underneath, and look what I got. My pepper plant, I dug over there the other day, and there was ants in there because I was going to plant a flower there, and there was ants there. So I had to put down my organic ant bait down there. Most of all the peppers have flowers of some sort, if not peppers already. As you can see, there's quite a bit of flowers in that one. So, and I planted flowers in here to hopefully attract more bees. We'll see what happens there. This is squash plants here. These were originally planted where that other one was, and I moved them over here, and I thought, well, this is amazing. Look how big they've gotten, and they're in a bucket, five-gallon bucket. Here's more of my peppers in this bed here. So we're going to have quite a bit of peppers. We love the bell peppers and jalapenos and whatnot. The chocolate bell peppers are amazing. They've already formed good sized peppers already. As you can see right there. There's one there and there's one there. And this is another chocolate bell pepper, and it's got some good sized ones in there. They're not huge or nothing like that by any means, but they're getting there. And let's see. So then that's the pepper bed. I've kind of tried to clean out a little bit of this. I'm doing it in stages because some of the stuff when I go in there, it looks like it's okay. So, but I did pull quite a bit of stuff. If you look at the other video, there's a lot that's gone. And I also planted flowers in here as well. And I am amazed this year. I even told my husband the other day, I don't know what I did right, but I have tons and tons and tons of ladybugs. And they're mating, which is great. So that's a ladybug there. So there's a ladybug right there. So I got tons and tons of ladybugs. So I'm cool with that. Bring them on. Those are my two eggplants right here. And that is going to be a watermelon. I'm planting the watermelons that are tiny. They're personal size watermelons. And that's one of the two that I did in the garage that survived. So we'll see. And it's gotten bigger since I last planted it, which was last week. I did most of the changes last week. And those are my two eggplants. And they have, right there is going to be where it's supposed to produce the eggplant. So we'll see. And get this, I've never ever had eggplant, but I've always attempted to try to grow it. So we'll see. There's my third eggplant right there. That is supposed to be a cabbage. It was hidden behind something. So hopefully it'll grow. If not, I have at least four cabbages in here. That's my kohlrabi right there. And I noticed once I sprayed everything with BT, it seemed to really help a lot. And we had a little bit of a rain last week. It wasn't much, it was like a splash. So I may have to spray again. And let's go outside and look at the other tomato plants that I have left. Okay, here's some more of my tomato plants. As you can see, quite a bit of them have flowers. Great growth. Most of them are in buckets, which I learned that from Eve Garden on YouTube, which is pretty cool. It looks like that one's going to start producing a flower right there. I know my zoom is not that great. So there's some more tomato yet. So, and this one here I didn't think was going to make it. It had a lot of this, leaves were looking crazy. So, and it was very tiny. And look how big it is. It's gotten huge. It's almost, I mean, it's almost the biggest one of all the group. And this right here is the blueberry plant. And since I moved it over here, I would say that I got great results considering it was over there. Maybe it was just not getting enough sun. I'm not sure. But, I mean, look at the blueberries. I mean, I used to lose them where they would just drop off right away. But, seems like they're staying there. And this one here is trying to do blueberries. I'm getting a lot of growth, of green growth down there. So maybe that was the key, is that it needed a lot of sun. And of course I put in my used coffee grounds. That weed out of there. Yeah. So who knows? And maybe I need to give it more acid. I'm not sure. My blackberry is finally starting to flower. So maybe I'll get blackberries. I've not had a usable red raspberry yet. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I started putting coffee grounds in here too. But maybe I need to buy something with more acidity in there. You know. But we shall see. Well, that is the garden, and it's cleaner, much cleaner. I've taken a lot of things out and cleaned up. And that is the garden. Let me give you a shot of the sweet potatoes over there. Don't mind the grass, I haven't pulled it all out. Right there. So, hope y'all have a good day. Bye.